Thank you, Mr. Doherty. Welcome to all. I confess, I came late to social media. While I always could view it, knew what it was about, and how to find what I wanted, I just couldn't see any reason to have my own. People generally take my phone call, and I can always resort to email. It didn't seem to be worth the trouble I could get into, as well as the needless travail of setting it all up. About 5 years ago, though, I capitulated. I figure you look like a dinosaur if you don't have any social media presence. And I'd like to look at least as current as a saber-toothed tiger. So I have the Facebook account required to join a couple of interesting groups. Wouldn't have it otherwise. Those people are far too old for me. I posted only one picture, but it's a cool one. Me riding a camel. Otherwise, I don't have any grandchildren, pets, or recipes I could share pictures of, even if I had the slightest interest in doing so. I've had a Twitter account, but largely for the purpose of parodying some friends. And I even made a Snapchat account just because seniors back in 2015 found that just so very unlikely. I've no hope of ever remembering the password. I'm linked in with a couple thousand people. I actually even know a few of them. I use Instagram regularly, mostly when I travel, and largely to assert unto subtly that I lead a more interesting life than the rest of them do. So there's been something of a drought in that regard recently. In TikTok, though, I probably met my match. It's not so much the vocabulary. I can recognize a disco girl as well as the next guy. And I know what simping is. Remote is the chance that I might ever simp has become. Every now and then, you can catch me vibing. Though to the outsider, that experience might look more like focused, driven, and overcommitted. It's the dances, in fact, that exclude me from ever having clout on that app. I could never do them. Okay, maybe I can handle that one to the black siren beat that just goes like this. Well, otherwise, I'm out. I'd only have an endless series of posts to Capone's, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Well, I could find less mishaps around LaSalle to keep me going for a bit with duets and stitches. That still doesn't make it very interesting viewing, or very likely to get 5-figure likes. Wait, there's one trend I can participate in. The put a finger down game. Far less self-revelatory than its never have I ever progenitor. This game provides endless opportunities for introspection and analysis of fit. So, at this juncture, it could be helpful to take just a minute to play Put a Finger Down, high school selection edition. You can play it next to your chest or just in your head. Put a finger down if being part of a freshman class from 90 or more schools, about 50 zip codes, in 6 or more counties seems like an opportunity worth seizing. Put a finger down if choosing as many of the 24 College Board certified advanced placement classes as you can handle given your other interests and priorities, being measured by national standards and getting some college requirements out of the way in high school seems like a good value. Put a finger down if real-world academic opportunities like summer and school year internships, courses in engineering and entrepreneurship, Microsoft certifications, and challenges in collaboration and design are exciting. Put a finger down if exploring your own creativity through design, through the fine arts, through performance and debate, and through reflection are part of the journey you would like to take in high school. Put a finger down if, after 4 years, finding yourself called a big fish in a small pond would be insulting. If you realize that coming to appreciate what you can really do, intellectually, athletically, musically, or socially, only follows from swimming with other big fish and measuring yourself against them. Put a finger down if you want to spend 4 years in an atmosphere where being taught what to think is much less important than learning how to think. If you find it stimulating to be in an atmosphere fired by a diversity of background, thought, and opinion, one requiring you both sharpen your arguments and open your mind. Put a finger down if being a part of something bigger than yourself, a 163-year tradition of boys' educational excellence in Philadelphia, a 340-year worldwide tradition of LaSallian education, a community of competitive excellence in 2021 that will make you better than you ever thought you could be by 2025 is a challenge you're ready to accept. Put a finger down if the sign on the exit driveway is at least as important a priority for you as the one on the way in. If acquiring knowledge, qualifications, and credentials is important to you, but not so important as the opportunities they will provide now and throughout life, opportunities to serve others, heal the world, and thereby build up the body of Christ, then maybe seeing those signs for the next 720 days of your education is the right thing for you. Put a finger down if you're not content just to have classmates for 4 years. If you want to have brothers for life. If you look at these guys and think not simply, here's somebody I'll have to beat out for the economics prize at graduation, but instead are looking to find your boys, those who will magnify your glow-up while you're here, those who will be among the first you'll want to call when you land that post-college job with Goldman Sachs, when your first child is born, those who will be there for you when you lose a parent or get a diagnosis no one wants to hear. Then you're ready to understand what we mean when we say relationships are at the heart of a LaSallian education. Finally, put a finger down if you're willing to accept this invitation, even if you don't completely understand it now, that through interaction with these men and your teachers, through the reflection and self-analysis built into the stages of this journey, particularly through Kairos retreat and senior year, you will come to know Jesus Christ as brother and teacher to all. Come to know the importance of the first words he speaks in John's Gospel. The question he asks you today: what are you looking for? Now let me be clear. There's no requirement that you have every finger down this evening to begin this journey with us. That last few questions are the really important ones. If you're excited to spend the 4 years considering them, both through the eyes of experience and the eyes of faith, then I'd say you're ready to find your path as a LaSalle explorer. God bless you as 8th grade comes to an end.